Hello everyone and a very good morning to all of you and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. As we all know, from Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. in the morning, we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 27th September, that is Wednesday, and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 27th September. So if I am audible, just write in the comments, yes sir, you are audible. So the first article we'll be discussing it is judiciary is losing talent as government sits in on names, says Supreme Court. The next article is CWRC, that is Cauvery Water Regulatory Committee directs Karnataka to release 300 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu till 15th October. So these are the two things we will be discussing. So let's start with this one. Okay. Now, so basically a hearing was happening regarding the recommendations of the collegium. So the judge of Supreme Court, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, said 70 High Court collegium recommendations are pending for over 10 months. It means there are 70 names for High Court judges that has been sent by Supreme Court collegium to the government, and government has, not passed it, etc. and all. So can you please tell me, how many members are there in the collegium for appointment of a High Court judge? How many members are there in Supreme Court collegium for appointment of a High Court judge? Please write it. Center का क्या role है appointment में collegium refer करता है? No, yes Gupta, there is a role of central government also. Okay, so first answer this, and please tell me another question, that the concept of collegium was innovated in which judgment of Supreme Court? The idea of collegium. 5 member. Please think it again and then answer it. I am saying, how many members are there in Supreme Court collegium for appointment of High Court judge? Okay, I have not got the right answer till now. And who is the Law Minister of India? Yes, Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal is the Law Minister of India. Yes, Gupta is right. Now, I was asking one more question, ki collegium, the concept of collegium got initiated in which judgment of Supreme Court? So it's second judge's case. Okay. And this second judge's case, and in third judge's case, this was made more comprehensive. इसको और explain किया गया, समझाया गया, and all, और ज़्यादा अच्छा बना दिया गया. Okay. But the innovation of the concept of collegium is linked with second judge's case, right? Yes, now people are answering it. Dekho, there's a Supreme Court collegium for appointment of High Court judge and for Supreme Court judge also. So for High Court judge appointment, the collegium comprises of what? A Chief Justice of India and 2 senior most judge of Supreme Court. I have told you these things. And for appointment of Supreme Court judge, there's a 5-member collegium comprising of 1 CJI and 4 Supreme Court judge. Okay. This is also the case for transfer of High Court judge. Okay. So in case of transfer of a High Court judge or appointment of Supreme Court judge, 5-member collegium is there. In case of appointment of High Court judge, 3-member collegium is there. And that has to be very crystal clear. I mean, bahut baar we have discussed it. Okay, we have discussed it in the past. Okay, now what is the total strength of judges in Supreme Court of India? This is a very easy question. 31, 33, 34, 39. बताइए. Yes, ठीक है. Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal is the Law Minister. कुछ बच्चे पूछे थे सर Law Ministry का क्या रोल होता है? Basically, the Supreme Court collegium recommends the name to Law Ministry and then Law Ministry passes it to the President. Okay. If you read the second judges and third judges case, they have clarified it that for one time the government can send back the notification. But if the collegium reiterates it, if it sends back again, then the government is supposed to approve it. Okay. So do not say that government do not have any role. Yes, government do have role. But yes, the primarily or major role is with the Supreme Court collegium. Okay. Now, please give me the answer. Which one is correct? 1, 2, 3 or 4? I am asking total strength of the judges of Supreme Court. Yes, it's 34. So C is the right answer. Okay, so 33 plus 1 is CJI. So he is also the judge. So 34. Yes. That is what they are talking about. So out of 34 judges, the 2 vacancies are still there. As far as High Court is concerned, there are 25 High Courts in India. 1114 judges sanctioned total strength is, but the working strength is 774, means 340 vacancies. If you calculate it, the percentage of vacancy is 30.52%. ठीक है, this is the vacancy. आप समझ रहे हो, 100 में से 30 हाई कोर्ट जजेस ही नहीं है. So this is a very serious thing. I mean, that needs to be filled and all. Because yes, vacancy should not be there. Otherwise, the number of pending cases might increase. देखो ये सब pending cases बता रहे हैं. So that is the thing and all. So Supreme Court on Tuesday said that judiciary was losing fresh talent as never before because prospective candidates shortlisted for judgeship in High Court give up as months take out with a decision from a governor appointment and all. So ये सब बता रहे हैं कि yes, those who are actually were expected to become a High Court judge and their time is being, they have to wait and all. That is what a bright legal mind willing to sacrifice their law practice to join the bench have fallen victim to segregation of names and all. So that is what the judge has said and all. Okay, so just have an idea about. हाँ, इंडिया के पॉपुलेशन के हिसाब से जज टू पॉपुलेशन रेशियो होता है. यस, गुड. जज टू पॉपुलेशन रेशियो होता है. ठीक है, अभी हमको याद नहीं आ रहा एग्जैक्टली कितना है. गो एंड फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज यूनाइटेड नेशंस स्टैंडर्ड. ठीक है, आई थिंक कुछ ऐसे है 50 जजेस पर मिलियन. आप एक बार चेक करो. आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिमेंबर इट, बट इट इज समथिंग की जज पॉपुलेशन रेशियो होता है. ठीक है, जस्ट गूगल सर्च इट. व्हाट इज यूनाइटेड नेशन स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ जज पॉपुलेशन रेशियो and what is India's current judge population ratio? You will see that according to the United Nations standard we are below it. Okay, तो आबादी के हिसाब से जितने जजेस होने चाहिए उतने नहीं है, कम है. यस, इवन दिस इज द केस विद सबऑर्डिनेट जुडिशरी आल्सो, जो लोअर लेवल पर जुडिशरी है उसमें भी. ठीक है, दैट इज द केस. सुप्रीम कोर्ट कैन इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ? नहीं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट कैनॉट इंक्रीज द स्ट्रेंथ. दिस कैन बी डन बाय द पार्लियामेंट. And as far as High Court judge strength is concerned, as far as I remember, I think it is done by the presidential order. एक बार आप चेक करें ना, but as far as I remember, and the judge, as far as Supreme Court is concerned, only the Parliament can make a law and pass a law and increase the strength. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So that is what you should be knowing it. Which of the following amendments deals with NJAC? Your options are 97th, 99th, 100th, 101st Amendment. Your time starts now. NJAC, कौन सा National Judicial Appointment Commission was passed and all, and later on it was struck down by Supreme Court in 2015 for violation of independence and all. Yes, 99th Amendment था. ये वाला तो Land Boundary Agreement बांग्लादेश से related है. This is related with GST, है ना? So here the right answer is B. Yes, Gauri Sethi, Kumkum, Nandra Sani answer Yash Gupta. So B is the right answer to this question. हाँ, तो half of the states से ही pass हो गया था, but still it was struck down by Supreme Court in October 2015. Okay, now तो यही है. The next article is CWRC directs Karnataka to release 3,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu till 15th October. Okay, so 3,000 cubic feet per second, ये एक वॉल्यूम का आप समझ लो, एक ये होता है, यूनिट होता है. So they have passed an order to ensure that. Okay, now there is something background थोड़ा सा हम लोग जान लेते हैं इसका, मतलब legal related. So just have an idea. This is a line, please read the line and then answer it. यहाँ से कोट शुरू हो रहा है, यहाँ पर एंड हो रहा है. ठीक है, this line is mentioned in article 262, 263, 279, 243. बताइए. सबको लाइक बटन प्रेस कर दो. एवरीवन, we are seeing only 8 likes. Yes. Parliament may by law provide for the adjudication of any dispute or complaint with respect to the use, distribution and control of the waters or in any interstate river or river valley. यानी Parliament can make a law to ensure that water should be distributed properly among different states, different cities or whatever it is. Yes, the right answer actually to this question is article 262. Very good, one is the right answer. Zoya Khan, Safi, Gauri Sethi, you all are right. देखो, एक ये प्रोविजन है, ये भी माना था इंटर स्टेट काउंसिल के जरिए भी we can solve the problem of water dispute, but this is actually we are talking about right now. So if you read it, Parliament may by law provide for the adjudication of any dispute. And yes, the Parliament has made a law in 1956, very famous. And that is called as Interstate River Water Dispute Act. So this is made under 262. देखो यहाँ लिखा हुआ अभी. It is made under Article 262 on the eve of reorganization of states and all. Fine. So basically, I hope you are aware that in 1956, a lot of states were made, changes, boundaries and all were made and all. Now, so basically, under this Interstate Water Dispute Act, Kaveri Water Management Authority has also been set up. Okay, so read it. This is from their website only. It says it exercises the power conferred by Section 6A of Inter-Water State Dispute Act, an Inter-State River Water Dispute Act, and it constitutes what? Inter alia matlab among other things, 𝗘𝗴𝗹 Water Management Authority, 𝗘𝗴𝗹 Water Regulation Committee. यही न्यूज में है ना अभी ये वाला, this one जो आया था आज. So basically these all are linked. ठीक है, so ऐसे याद रख लेना थोड़ा सा. Just remember Article 262 gave rise to interstate water dispute, interstate river water dispute act 1956, and this has led to 𝗘𝗴𝗹 Water Management Authority and 𝗘𝗴𝗹 Water Regulation Committee. ठीक है, so like that, just remember it है ना. So you should be knowing it. अगर आपको और पढ़ना, you can read it, the 𝗘𝗴𝗹 Water Conundrum. There is an article on the Hindu newspaper 1 or 2 days back, so you can read about it if you are interested. ठीक है. So now even there is a protest in Karnataka and all, especially in south interior of Karnataka, the region where 𝗘𝗴𝗹 River originates. ठीक है. I hope you are aware that we have seen this year rainfall deficit. And what was the reason? इस बार बारिश थोड़ा सा कम हुई ऐसा कहा जा रहा है. And there was a reason for rainfall deficit. And I have talked to you a lot of times. One of the reasons cited was perhaps El Nino that came in South Pacific Ocean. And when there is a deficit in rainfall, of course, जब पानी की कमी होगी, so there will be problem, tussle and all. कि मेरे पास पानी आएगी, तुम्हारे पास पानी आए. So that will be the dispute. Who should be given more water and all. So of course, the water becomes a matter of dispute. Yes. So just have an idea about it, especially when there is a deficit of water. अगर पानी की कमी नहीं तब तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं, लेकिन जब कमी होता है तब प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है ना. So the tussle do happens between and all. So just have an idea. Yes, El Nino and all. एक और था cheetah may be flown in from new countries. I hope you are aware, last year we have seen under Project Cheetah, cheetahs being brought from Namibia and South Africa to which national park? Please tell me the name of national park where the cheetahs were brought. I think 12 were brought and 8 were brought. So 12 plus 80 were brought, 20 were brought. Now, the problem is many of them I think died, 5, 6 I guess, with 6 adult cheetahs dead within first year of their relocation. Yes, and that is of course a serious issue, that yes, why out of 20, 6 cheetahs have died. It means they have problem in adjusting and all. Yes, very good. Kuno National Park. There's a Kuno National Park in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Very good. Huh? Good. बहुत सारे लोगों को पता है. Very good. Huh? So basically that was the reason. That 6 have died, and they are actually under National Tiger Conservation Authority. So which is supposed to protect the tiger. This is the same organization which is statutory body, which is tasked with actually taking care of Project Cheetah as well. Now, so cheetah may be flown from new countries. So we are planning to have cheetah from some other countries and all. This was the news and all. Okay. Yes. Now, एक और news the first page में, दादा साहेब फाल्के Lifetime Achievement Award for 2021 will be given to whom? Your options are Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini, Wahida Rahman, Dev Anand. Your time starts now. And this is announced by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And who is the minister? Yes, the right answer is Wahida Rahman. So C is the right answer. Yes, Gauri Sethi, Zoya Khan. Huh. Yes, Kumkum, you all are right. Who is the Information Broadcasting Minister? So yes, Dada Saheb Phalke Award for actor Wahida Rahman. Union Information Broadcasting Minister Mr. Anurag Thakur on Tuesday announced that veteran Bollywood actor Wahida Rahman would get this award. Okay, honoring her stellar contribution to the Indian cinema and all. Okay. So PM Modi congratulated 85-year-old actor on X. X matlab now it is called, earlier it was called as Twitter. So that is what you should be knowing it. नहीं, अश्वनी वैष्णव नहीं है. Mr. Anurag Thakur is the Information Broadcasting Minister. ठीक है. Mr. Ashwani Vaishnav is Ministry of Information Technology and Ministry of Communication and Ministry of Railways. These three are with Mr. Ashwani Vaishnav. ठीक है. Yes. Now this is an all India open mock. We are running it, guys. We are requesting you all to please attempt it. We have seen many of you are not attempting it, so there's a request from 22nd October to 22nd September to 1st October. We'll be running all India open mock for CLAT. So do attempt it. That would be very, very beneficial. ठीक है. अभी भी हमको शिकायत मिली है कि कई सारे लोगों ने अटेम्प्ट नहीं किया है. Lot of students from our paid classes have not attempted it. Please attempt it. That would be very beneficial for you also, and beneficial for us for planning the sessions accordingly. For your benefit. Yes. Please attempt everyone. And this is 2025 course for next year. If anyone is attempting for next year, he or she can go for it. You can call on this number if you have any query. Now let's talk about this editorial, Pakistan's internal challenges, shifting dynamics. देखो इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा detail नहीं जाना है. He has gone in detail about the Pakistan and Afghanistan relationship. He is going back to the history. So before the Taliban came to power, the president was Ashraf Ghani, was the president of Afghanistan, and his efforts to engage Pakistan to rectify its strategic errors in Afghan policy. So he had attempted to improve it and all. तो बहुत पुराना डिटेल में जा रहे हैं, ठीक है. So he's a fellow and he's a special assistant to former president and all. तो इतना डिटेल आपको जाना नहीं है, ठीक है. But yes, he's talking about it, so just have an idea. Now there's a question for you, है ना. So here is Pakistan, here is Afghanistan. What is the boundary line between Afghanistan and Pakistan called? McMahon line, Durand line, LOC, LAC. What is the right answer? ये तो बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है. हाँ, मैंने पढ़ाया हुआ है पेड क्लासेस में तो. Yes, very good, Gauri. हाँ, so Durand line is the right answer. B is the right answer to this question. ये वाली लाइन को Durand line कहते हैं. Yes, Sarvesh, Tani, Ansari, Gauri, you all are right. हाँ, ठीक है. So that is what he is talking about. May 2021 में, and in August 2021, the transfer of power or change of power happened in Afghanistan. So that is what he is talking about. Following the Taliban's unexpected triumph in Afghanistan means this is happening in August 2021. Okay. Now, can anyone write in the live chat what was the name of operation conducted by Government of India or Indian Air Force and all to evacuate or to bring people from Afghanistan back to India in August 2021? What is the name of that operation? McMahon line कहाँ है? कोई बच्चा पूछ रहा है. So McMahon line is here. This is called as McMahon line. ठीक है. Yes, Operation Devi Shakti. Very good. हाँ. So the operation that was conducted is called as Operation Devi Shakti. Good. So a sense of victory liberating Afghanistan from a perceived operation led to celebration and jubilation among military and political leaders. ये सब बता रहे हैं, अपना इसमें इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना है, ठीक है. In the wake of the Taliban seizure of Kabul, Pakistan witnessed a shift that caused TTP, saw almost 40 allied groups and all. So ठीक है. So basically, there is not very good relation with Pakistan and Afghanistan even after coming of Taliban and all. Ever since Taliban seized Afghanistan in August 2021, Pakistan has witnessed rising terror. In January, at least 74 people were killed and all. So ये सब चीज जरा देख लीजिएगा, ठीक है. इसमें बहुत ज्यादा भी नहीं जाना, बट हाँ कुछ चीजें जो हैं जो जैसे सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल के देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रेजोल्यूशंस रिगार्डिंग इट. Some of them are very important, which I am highlighting. ठीक है. So which of the following Security Council resolution? Security Council मतलब UN Security Council resolution, है ना? Calls for combating terrorism, upholding human rights after Taliban came to power. Your options are UNSC Resolution 1325, 2593, 1267. None of the above. All three actually resolution are important for some or the other reasons. But ये वाला थोड़ा सा ज्यादा important जो हम पूछ रहे हैं सवाल, बताइए. So this was actually resolution was passed in August 2021 when India was the president of under India's presidency, when India was the president of UN Security Council. ठीक है. $1267 नहीं, ये पुराना है. देखो, you are right that 1267 also deals with combating terrorism, but yes, this line I have written. So I am expecting you to answer when this was passed in August 2021. ठीक है. So the right answer actually is option B. ठीक है. देखो, अब देखो मैं बता देता हूँ तीनों. So you adopting resolution 2593, देखो 30th अगस्त का है. India was the president in the month of August 2021 in UN Security Council. ठीक है. Condemns deadly attacks in Afghanistan, calls for combating terrorism, upholding human rights. Okay. So and यहाँ देख लेना. It was adopted on 28th August following the fall of Kabul and subsequent Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. According to the resolution, Security Council demands Afghan territory not to be used to threaten or attack any other country or to shelter or terrain terrorists. Okay, so ये 2593 स्पेशली पास किया गया था. So here the right answer is B. ठीक है. ऐसे C is also linked with that. Option C is actually 1267, but this is an old one. In 1999, this resolution was passed. So, for example, for against Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, and all. So these were the things. Okay, so just have an idea. एंड जो तीसरा रेजोल्यूशन है इसका आंसर तो ये हो गया. एक और है 1325, ये वुमेन से रिलेटेड है, ये भी कभी कभी पूछे जाते हैं कहीं कहीं. ठीक है, तो इसका आंसर ये है. ओके, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट ऑप्शन 1. दिस इज 1325 रिलेटेड विद द वुमेन पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी वाज अडॉप्टेड एंड ऑल. थोड़ा सा इसको पढ़ लीजिएगा. द रोल ऑफ वुमेन इन एक्चुअली द जेंडर पर्सपेक्टिव इन इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन एंड ऑल, ये सब यहाँ. ठीक है, सो 1325. इसमें से अभी जो रिसेंट वन है ये वाला थोड़ा ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होगा बिकॉज दिस इज हार्डली 2 years बैक एंड इट इज इन द न्यूज एंड ऑल. खैर, okay, ठीक है. So these are the things being talked about. That's several reasons why Afghan Taliban cannot and will not take solid military action against TTP. So TTP is also a militant organization, so Taliban is not going to take much action. They are writing the reasons and all. ठीक है, तो एक बस एक आइडिया होना चाहिए, इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना है. But I have given you the important resolutions and all. Now, side में एक आर्टिकल थी talking about in an universally titled report on decentralized finance and digital assets released last Saturday, global rating agency Moody actually flagged some uncomfortable truths and all. So actually क्या हुआ था, देखो ये रिपोर्ट आई थी 2 days back that Moody actually raised the issue of Aadhaar and all. However, yesterday we discussed it that center has rebuffed the claim. Rebuffed मतलब criticized it or मतलब condemned it that there is no data leak or there is no privacy concern, everything is fine. मतलब as far as privacy is concerned, no breach मतलब होता है violation of privacy. So no breach of database means the government has said there is no violation of privacy, there is no leakage of such data and all. That is what the government has said. उसी पर ये editorial है. ठीक है, so that is what we have discussed it a lot around it, है ना. Biometric based authentication system होता है and all, है ना. While this observation is of relevance and all, I mean the government push. Now the government has decided to push all payments under मनरेगा to be done with the help of Aadhaar, है ना. Aadhaar based payment system लिखा ना. So मनरेगा को भी जो है आधार से लिंक करने के बाद that is what is being talked about. ठीक है, so the vigorous pursuit of Aadhaar after some initiation hesitation and the present government has manifested 2-digit number becoming mandatory for almost all welfare scheme. मतलब ये बताया जा रहा है कि yes, this has become important for many of the schemes, है ना. If you want to avail the benefits, Aadhaar has become very important in many of the aspects. जैसे ITR वगैरह फाइल करने में, बैंक अकाउंट में बहुत जगह यूज होता है. You know that these things, है ना. So these are the things. Yes. Okay, so these are the things. Hopefully, an audit of the UIDAI by the CAG released last year had flagged lapses that geoparodies privacy and compromise and all. So he's quoting a CAG report also. The author is quoting a CAG report regarding the privacy and all associated with UIDAI. तो इसको थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना. So go and read it, है ना. So that is what you should be knowing it. Fair. With climate change tackling new disease scenario. Now, देखो basically. When climate change happens, of course, new diseases emerges. Yes or no? बिल्कुल. गर्मी वाले global warming बढ़ेगा, especially in tropical areas. Like for example, we are living in tropical areas, है ना, इस रीजन में. तो एक खास किस्म की बीमारी होती है, जैसे मॉस्किटो रिलेटेड जितनी भी डिजीज होती है ना, वो ट्रॉपिकल रीजन में ज्यादा होगा. लाइक डेंगू, ठीक है, फिर नीपा वायरस एंड ऑल दीज आर थिंग्स. तो इनफैक्ट आपको शायद पता होगा, इफ यू आर अवेयर ऑफ नीपा वायरस, इट वाज फर्स्ट ब्रोक इन 1999 इन मलेशिया. तो यहाँ पर मलेशिया है ना. So 1999 में नीपा वायरस इज वेरी मच इन द न्यूज. इट आल्सो ब्रोक इट हियर, है ना. हाँ, तो इस रीजन में जो होता है ना, जो ट्रॉपिकल रीजन होता है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ज्यादा होती है इस टाइप की डिजीज की, मॉस्किटो रिलेटेड, है ना. बिकॉज इन दीज आर हॉट ह्यूमिड रीजन्स, है ना. तो यहाँ गर्मी वगैरह ज्यादा पड़ती है. सो द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ डिजीज एंड ऑल, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ब्रीडिंग मॉस्किटो इज वेरी हाई. द डिफरेंट इंसेक्ट्स डू ब्रीड अ लॉट, है ना. तो ये होता है. हाँ, यस, हाँ. Okay, yes. Okay, so in its latest report released this year, IPCC delivers a stark warning: climate change heightens the global risk of infectious disease and all. Yes, so when there is global warming, the probability of infection, these things might increase and all. And a mosquito-borne disease, and dengue manifestation. So these are the things being talked about. And heat has proven to interfere with the genomic structure and all, pathogens and all. And so वही सब बता रहे, habitat loss forces disease-carrying animal to encroach upon human territory. Yes. So when humans are expanding in population, going in the forest areas, I mean expanding the cities and all, so of course they are getting disturbed, I mean the animals. So the animals may carry the infection and spread it to humans. So ये सब बता रहे, जैसे for example नीबा वायरस is also, इसको कहते हैं zoonotic disease, है ना, शायद आपने जानते हो. Zoonotic disease means disease which are transferred from animal to human. And it is said that perhaps COVID-19 was also a zoonotic disease, came from animal. So बहुत सारे disease animal से आती है. One of them is Nipah virus, and perhaps it came from fruit bat and all. So people say, है ना. So these are the things being talked about, है ना. So over half of all unknown infectious disease threatening human worsen with changing climate pattern. Yes, of course, a lot of diseases, as far as climate pattern changes, it affects more and all. Disease often find new transmission routes, including environmental source, medical tourism, contaminated foods and all. Yes, so there are different ways a disease can impact us, है ना, through environmental routes, medical tourism, contaminated food से, ठीक है, या बीमारी, जैसे मान लीजिए इन्फेक्शन किसी का है, मेडिकल मास्क का या ग्लव्स का, उसको ठीक से नहीं डिस्पोज ऑफ किया गया, उससे इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है. कंटामिनेटेड फूड, वाटर, दीज आर द रीजंस फॉर इन्फेक्शंस एंड ऑल. सो ये सब तो बेसिक चीजें हैं ना. ह्यूमन इंड्यूस्ड क्लाइमेट चेंज इज अनलीशिंग. नाउ ही इज यूजिंग अ ह्यूमन इंड्यूस्ड. व्हाई? बिकॉज प्राइमरीली इट इज बिलीव्ड that the current climate change is because of anthropogenic reason. ऐसे लिखते हैं, anthropogenic or human reasons. It is not naturally. The rise in pollution is because of human reason. Let's say pollution because of automobile industries and all. So humans are actually impacting the climate change and all. That is what you should be knowing it. The current design of surveillance is not adequate. So the surveillance for diseases is not adequate, and we need to actually be more vigilant in these things. That is what he is talking about. India must launch One Health and infectious disease control program. है ना. तो वन हेल्थ का कॉन्सेप्ट जो होता है, एज फार एज माई नॉलेज कंसर्न, इस तरह होता है कि एनिमल, एनवायरमेंट, ह्यूमन सबको लेके चलना है. दैट्स वन हेल्थ अप्रोच. एनिमल, ह्यूमन, एनवायरमेंट. ठीक है. व्हाई? बिकॉज ह्यूमन हेल्थ इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन द एनिमल्स अराउंड इट, ऑल्सो एनवायरमेंट अराउंड इट. मान लो यहाँ पे इंसान रहते हैं, यहाँ पर एनिमल से उसको बीमारी हो गई, एनिमल्स गॉट अफेक्टेड विद डिजीजेस, सो इट विल इम्पैक्ट ह्यूमंस. यस, ऑफ कोर्स. If the environment around you, if the forests are actually not good, it will impact human. Yes. So वही one health का concept है. ठीक है. So the concept of one health is that animals, humans, environment, all three are important, है ना. And जो ये बीच का concept है, all we have to take care of all these, है ना. So animal husbandry, forest, climate change, municipal cooperation, public health departments needs to converge. Means all of them should work together to ensure that cleanliness, hygiene, pollution free atmosphere, है ना. These are the things we should ensure. ठीक है. Globally there is obsession with the enigmatic disease X. हाँ, ये मैंने देखा. So actually this is actually a sort of a hypothetical concept जिसमें है कि in future a disease X will come and cause epidemic and all. ये 2018 में ये term दिया गया था. And you can say very similar to that. I mean COVID and all was actually one of the diseases which was actually caused a lot of problems in the world. So I hope you are aware. Okay. So these are the things being talked about. Fine. Opinion page mein, the need for quiet diplomacy to clear the air. So here he's talking about that India-Canada relation and all. And he's a former IFS officer, Indian Foreign Service officer. He has served as, I think, ambassador at many places. So he's talking about India and Canada leaders and diplomats have never really engaged. Rather, they have talked past each other. This is occurring to for decades. India has felt that Canada has shown scant respect. Scant matlab both less. Very less respect. Well, India believes that Canada has not shown much respect to India, especially on the Khalistan issue and all. So recently the Niger case is there and all. So he's quoting Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. Canada has shared the credible allegation that I talked about with India. We are there to work constructively and hoping to engage. तो ये देखो word बता रही, देखो constructively and engage word are used. So apparently it appears to be a positive word. For India, the problem is that Canada has never shown a willingness for constructive engagement. तो ये बता ये रहे हैं कि yes, it is true that they have used this word, constructively engage. Constructively engage, these are positive words कि हाँ, we'll try our best to solve and all. But the author is writing that Canada has not shown a willingness to have constructive engagement in the past. That is what he is writing. At UN hot quarters, देखो actually क्या है, UN General Assembly की session चल रहा है. 78th session. I hope you are aware of that. Yes. So the session is going on in New York. So there also Trudeau actually emphasized that Canada is a country based on rule of law and all. That is what he has said. He talked about, I mean, Hardeep Singh case and all. So these are the things being talked about. So the grievance of a country against Canada, the causing of harm to any national is unacceptable and all. So Canada, ये को अब ये देखो 5 eyes I have discussed it. Yes, we have discussed about 5 eyes. So US, UK, Australia and Canada. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. एक और कोई country है ना? I think yes, New Zealand. So these are 5 countries of 5 eyes. So basically US, UK and Australia are clearly endorsing the proposition by asking India to cooperate with Canada in the investigation. मतलब ये है कि US, UK, Australia have said that India should cooperate in investigation. Now, what does this mean? Maybe यही बताने की कोशिश करें कि the causing harm to be any nation, the US, UK, Australia are clearly endorsing it. Endorsing मतलब supporting here, in the sense this proposition by asking India to cooperate in the investigation, because the Canada has put some allegations on us. So the Indian government has called Mr. Trudeau's accusation absurd and motivated. So India has clarified it that the accusation put by Trudeau is absurd and motivated, means these are not correct facts. All these are English country, of course. Yes. So for India, the national laws cannot become a shield for calling off secession and staging protests which glorify murder. So these are the things being talked about, that the laws of those countries cannot become a reason for secession. मतलब होता है वही separatist tendency, staging protests and glorifying murder, and also these are the things. What Canada is currently doing is condemning Khalistani propaganda involved in the hate speech, but not taking legal action. Yes, this is what he is saying. Okay, the Canada is not taking legal action against the hate propaganda and all. That is what the issue that the author is talking about. This especially because strong body of Indians believe that Canada's approach to government's system of countries India is colored and all, if not racist. So basically, ये भी बोल रहे कि शायद colored मतलब वही हुआ, मतलब if not exactly racist, but very near to that and all maybe. So these might be also the reason and all. एक पुराना वाकया बता रहे हैं, दिस इज ओल्ड स्टोरी, ये वाला आप थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना, ठीक है. आई थिंक बेसिक आइडिया होना चाहिए. देखो एक ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट अ प्रीवियस इंसिडेंट ऑफ 1984, ओके, दैट इन पास्ट आल्सो we have seen India's frustration with Canada on Khalistan issue go back to more than 4 decades. So 40 years back भी कुछ ऐसे incidents हुए थे. That is what we should be talking about it. ठीक है. Now, इसमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो हम आपको बताया था वो 1985 का इंसिडेंट है, एयर इंडियाज कनिष्का बॉम्बिंग. देखो एक्चुअली हुआ था कि ये फ्लाइट थी, एयर इंडिया फ्लाइट 182 वाज एयर इंडिया फ्लाइट ऑपरेटिंग फ्रॉम मॉन्ट्रियल टू लंडन टू दिल्ली टू मुंबई in 1985 23rd June. Okay, it was going, and the aircraft suffered a catastrophic decompression mid-air en route from Montreal at an altitude of इतना over the as a result of explosion from a bomb. So शायद हवा में कुछ बॉम्ब से ब्लास्ट हो गया था, something like that happened. Now this is very old, I mean almost 40 years back. Now कहाँ से मॉन्ट्रियल टू लंडन टू दिल्ली टू बॉम्बे जा रही थी, and it got I mean a decompression mid-air from मॉन्ट्रियल टू लंडन. देखो मैं बताता हूँ कैसे जा रही थी ये प्लेन. मॉन्ट्रियल यहाँ पे देखो, ये कनाडा है, ये इंडिया है. सो समवेयर हियर यू विल फाइंड मॉन्ट्रियल, यहाँ पे कहीं पे होगा, ठीक है, क्यूबेक में ही. मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल इज ऑल्सो देयर. क्या चीज के लिए फेमस है मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल? यहाँ पे कहीं पे लंदन होगा, ठीक है, और यहाँ पर दिल्ली है, और यहाँ पर मुंबई है, ठीक है, ओके. तो ये फ्लाइट ऐसा कुछ जा रही थी, लेट मी मेक इट विद रेड पेन. सो इट वाज गोइंग फ्रॉम मॉन्ट्रियल टू लंदन, फ्रॉम लंदन टू दिल्ली, फ्रॉम दिल्ली टू मुंबई, ये इसका पाथ था. बट समवेयर हेयर मतलब बीच में ही कहीं पर, फ्रॉम मॉन्ट्रियल टू लंदन, यहीं पे कहीं पर एक्सीडेंट हैपेंड और ब्लास्ट हैपेंड एंड ऑल. सो दिस इज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 1985. हाँ, तो ये अभी भी न्यूज में आ रहा था, बिकॉज द कनाडा रिलेशंस एंड ऑल्सो 329 पीपल ऑन बोर्ड डाइड, 268 कैनेडियन सिटीजन, 77 ब्रिटिश सिटीजन, 24 इंडियन सिटीजन वर देयर. It is worst terrorist attack in Canadian history, the deadliest aviation incident. ठीक है, तो ये पता होना चाहिए आपको. Okay, this thing you should be knowing it. Okay, this is different from another 𝗟𝗏𝗴𝗃. ये वाला एक इंसिडेंट हुआ था 2001 में, that is a different one. So do not get confused with that. हाँ, Montreal is actually the place. There's a Montreal protocol, क्या चीज के लिए ना, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के लिए नहीं है. There's a specific reason why Montreal is famous. एक हाँ वो तो ठीक है, यू आर राइट दैट ICAO का हेडक्वार्टर है IATA, बट देयर इज अ वेरी फेमस मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल साइंड इन 1987. मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल साइंड इन 1987 रिलेटेड विद व्हाट? चलो ये होमवर्क है, गो एंड फाइंड आउट एंड आफ्टर द क्लास इज ओवर राइट इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, ठीक है. मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल इज व्हाई इट्स फेमस, ठीक है. सो ये सब बात हो रही है, सो ये कोटिंग अबाउट इट. तो इसमें से ये वाला इंसिडेंट थोड़ा सा इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको आप एक बार देख लेना, ठीक है. Okay, so for page 14, Indo-Pacific region, a web of interdependence, says Army Chief. Actually क्या है, अभी recently एक summit for the first time India has hosted Indo-Pacific Army Chief Conference. I think इसमें कनाडा के आर्मी चीफ भी पार्टिसिपेट किए थे. So first time they were addressing the press conference, hosting for the first time, है ना, Indo-Pacific Army Chief Conference. Indo-Pacific समझते हो ना, इंडिया और इंडियन ओशन और पैसिफिक ओशन रीजन है ना, so that's called as Indo-Pacific and all. हाँ, Montreal Protocol is related with depletion of ozone layer. Yes, very good. ओके, उसको थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिएगा, मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल. So this is what Indo-Pacific Army Chief Conference happened and all. ठीक है, so इसमें में Army Chief General Manoj Pandey said that apart from challenges exclusively in the maritime domain, a wide range of security and humanitarian concerns exist and all. ठीक है, talked about South China Sea. Yes, I hope you are aware. So here is India, this is China, this is South China Sea is very much in the news because of many reasons. यहाँ पर 9 dash lines है, ये सब मैंने बताया है ना. Then there's a dispute of islands, है ना. Spratly Island, Scarborough Shoal, these are the islands, है ना. So ये सबको पता होना चाहिए ना. 13th Indo-Pacific Army Chief Conference held in New Delhi. India stands for free, open, inclusive, rule-based Indo-Pacific. देखो कभी कोई पूछे नहीं कि what is India's stand in international affairs. So these are the stand, है ना. इंडिया हमेशा चाहता है रूल बेस्ड इंटरनेशनल ऑर्डर, राइट. इंक्लूसिव मींस सबके लिए, गरीब अमीर, पुअर कंट्री, डेवलपिंग ऑल. ओपन एंड फ्री means there should not be any stoppage, I mean as far as navigation of ship is concerned. कोई और कंट्री परेशान ना करे अगर किसी की शिप जा रही है. That's the idea. Okay? Yes. फिर एक और आर्टिकल थी, इसको थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना. IT रूल्स था, उसको चैलेंज किया गया था by someone. So who will fact check the fact checker asked the Bombay High Court. Yes, this is also an issue because yes, nowadays we are living in the age of social media, ठीक है, where there are so much fake news. So we are saying that we are living in post-truth society. Means it is difficult to find out which is truth and which is falsehood. So social media पे इतने सारे fake news आते हैं, इसको control करना is very difficult. So that these are the things being talked about. थोड़ा सा आप ये IT rules के बारे में पढ़ लीजिएगा. और IT Act is there 2000 under which rules were formed, है ना. फिर एक IT rules 2021 आया था फरवरी में, इसको थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिएगा because this can be asked again. IT rules 2021, it was very much in the news. Information Technology Rules 2021 made under IT Act 2000, ठीक है. और ये जो 2023 वाला भी है, that is also made under the same law. So this was challenged by someone. So that is why it was in the news and all. ठीक है, तो एक basic idea होना चाहिए. हाँ. Days when a few nations sets agenda are over, Mr. S. Jaishankar tells in UNG. अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि UN General Assembly की सेशन चल रही, कहाँ चल रही होगी? 78th सेशन. Which city? बताइए. ये सब बताया हुआ है पेड क्लासेस में. वेयर इज द हेडक्वार्टर ऑफ यूएन जनरल असेंबली एंड ऑल. आई हैव टॉट इट. सो ही सेज डेज व्हेन अ फ्यू नेशंस सेट्स एजेंडा. बेसिकली ही इज रेफरिंग टू हेजेमनी, यानी किसी का हेजेमनी अब नहीं चलेगा, मतलब दैट इज व्हाट. सो देयर वाज अ टाइम व्हेन वन कंट्री और टू कंट्री यूज्ड टू सेट एन एजेंडा एंड ऑल. सो देयर वाज अ हेजेमनी ऑफ फ्यू कंट्रीज. देखो फॉरेन पॉलिसी में नाम नहीं लिया जाता कंट्री का कई बार, सो इनडायरेक्टली बोला जाता है. यस, यूएन जनरल असेंबली इज हेडक्वार्टर्ड न्यूयॉर्क, ठीक है. सो अ फेयर, इक्विटेबल, डेमोक्रेटिक वर्ल्ड, है ना. फेयर होना चाहिए, इक्विटेबल होना चाहिए, मतलब सबको बराबरी से लेके चले. डेमोक्रेटिक ऑर्डर विल श्योरली इमर्ज वंस वी विल पुट आवर माइंड्स एंड ऑन. दैट मींस श्योरिंग दैट रूल मेकर्स डू नॉट सबजुगेट रूलर्स एंड ऑल, है ना. सो ये सब बता रहे हैं, है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाट ही सेड. 78th जनरल असेंबली. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज हु इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ 78th सेशन ऑफ यूएन जनरल असेंबली? यस, yes, very good. Nandra has answered it correctly. Dennis Francis. Yes, Gupta, आपका आंसर जो है ना ओल्ड वाला है, मतलब 77th का आंसर है. देखो, 𝗟𝗏𝗴𝗃 was actually the 77th UN General Assembly President, और इस साल सितंबर में डेनिस फ्रांसिस फ्रॉम ट्रिनिडाड एंड टोबैगो हैज बीन मेड. तो देखो सितंबर से सितंबर होता है, ठीक है. जैसे ये सितंबर 2022 से 2023 तक होंगे. फिर सितंबर 2023 में न्यू हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड एंड ही विल बी रिमेन टिल 2024, ठीक है. सो फॉर 1 year a UN General Assembly President is appointed, ठीक है. Dennis Francis, he is actually the president of UN General Assembly, and he is actually permanent representative from Trinidad and Tobago. Subjugate करना मतलब अंडर करना. कहाँ लिखा हुआ subjugate? अच्छा, ये हम समझ गए आप क्या पूछ रहे हो. Subjugate मतलब होता है किसी के अंडर में काम करना, गुलामी करना. That's the word subjugate. So he's saying that rule makers do not subjugate the rule takers. Rule makers का मतलब होता है जो पावरफुल कंट्रीज हैं, और रूल टेकर्स मतलब जो छोटी कंट्रीज. यहाँ पे मतलब ये है कि कोई पावरफुल कंट्री किसी छोटी कंट्री को दबा नहीं दे, ये कहने का मतलब है, ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाट इट मींस. सब्जुगेट मतलब जो जैसे होता है ना कि मास्टर है और नीचे जो उसका वर्कर है, वो वाला रिलेशन, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज सब्जुगेशन. तो कोई किसी के अंडर में नहीं, दिस इज व्हाट इट मींस. हाँ, yes. So Dennis Francis, Trinidad and Tobago, it is one of the countries of West Indies or Caribbean island, है ना. So he is actually the 78th president. इससे पहले वाला पूछा था, जैसे एलेट में 2021 और 2020 वाला जो थे ना, वोल्कान बोस्कियर, ये एलेट में पूछ दिया था सवाल, ठीक है. So they can ask it maybe again. So just have an idea. 78th is this and 77th is 𝗟𝗏𝗴𝗃. ओके, जस्ट हैव एन आइडिया. एक और चीज है, दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड न्यूज. 95% कंपोनेंट्स यूज्ड इन इंडियन रॉकेट्स इंडिजिनस सीज इसरो चीफ एट CSIR इवेंट. तो चंद्रयान 3 जो भी लॉन्च हुआ है उसके बारे में बता रहे थे. इंडिजिनस मतलब होता है मेक इन इंडिया, मतलब देसी बना हुआ, जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में कहते हैं. सो इट इज मेड इन इंडिया. वी हैव नॉट इम्पोर्टेड, मतलब 95% ऑफ द कंपोनेंट दैट वी यूज्ड इन चंद्रयान 3 वी हैव मेड इन इंडिया. 5% ऑफ देम माइट बी वी हैव इम्पोर्टेड फ्रॉम सम अदर प्लेसेस. ठीक है, तो मतलब ये शो हो रहा है ना कि यस, दिस इज अ गुड थिंग दैट वी आर आत्मनिर्भर. सो इसरो इज वेरी मच आत्मनिर्भर. ठीक है, या सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट जिसको कह सकते हो, है ना. दैट इज व्हाट ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट. ठीक है, ट्रिनिडाड एंड टोबैगो जो है ना, ये आइलैंड नेशन है, वन ऑफ द आइलैंड्स ऑफ वेस्ट इंडीज. वेस्ट इंडीज का नाम आपने सुना होगा, विच इज फेमस फॉर प्लेइंग क्रिकेट. ठीक है, सो वेस्ट इंडीज इज नॉट अ वन कंट्री, इट इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ मेनी आइलैंड्स. I hope you are aware of Brand Lara, one of the very famous cricketer of all time. He was also from the same island. ठीक है, okay. So this is all about today's class, है ना. This is test series for 2024. जो लोग 2024 के test series ज्वाइन किया, please do attempt it. That would be very very beneficial for you. और online attempt करो, because then only we will get to know who is where, and we will be able to select the students for the toppers batch and important mentor session and all. ठीक है, yes. नहीं, क्रिस गेल ट्रिनिडाड टोबैगो से नहीं है, वो शायद आई थिंक जमाइका से हैं. आप एक बार देख लीजिएगा. ठीक है, ओके. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टुडेज क्लास. प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल, फॉलो अस Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.